Good morning again, everybody. I laid it back down. Ooh, gassy. Laid it back down after my last gameplay. Said I was going to play NBA 2K, and I deleted it. Fuck that. Um, Again, I was doing the math. And the state of NBA 2K, I'm like, fuck that. I can't support it. No matter how much I like basketball, I can't support it. Not that bitch. Fuck that shit. Delete that shit. So, there's that. I'll be right back. Can't condone it. What I can't condone? What? They're like, what you talking about? What was it? They made like $662 million last year just off game sales alone. Total game sales, and they still got the nerve to charge microtransactions and all this extra shit. I can't support that. I can't. I can't. There's no way in hell I could condone that. And that's just because of microtransactions. That's just because of microtransactions. So, so I had to delete it. I won't support a game like that. Go up. can't support a game like that. At some point, you gotta make a stance and stand somewhere. You know, when you see an injustice, are you with it or are you against it? I'm against it. So, the injustice is microtransaction in video games was a conversation. Some games should not have microtransactions. I'm a 38-year-old gamer. I've been gaming since about 5 years old. If I was an athlete, you'd be like, oh, that man was born to game. So, in gaming and being a part of that landscape, gaming is life for me. I work, spend time with the family. I game. That is my life cycle. That is how I live. You know? And there's certain things I don't condone. Free-to-play games and microtransactions, they're on the chopping block. You get what I'm saying? The reason being, first of all, I believe in a complete game. I believe in a complete game. Sell me something completed. Irregardless if I finish it or not, I'm willing to buy a complete game. After I take care of my bills and stuff, if I got a few dollars, I buy me a game or two. Why? Keep me in the house. Ain't nothing out there but trouble for the most part. Go out with the family, explore a bit, you know, see a few sights. But it ain't really nothing out there. There ain't really nothing out there. So I choose, I'm in the house, game, exercise, relax. So I buy games. I buy games. I got PlayStation Plus, get so many free games, things like that. But I want to remind people that I am part of the people that buy games. Kids don't buy games. Kids can't afford games. That's why PlayStation Plus works for them. They get access to so many games for free. That's why the threat of PlayStation pulling games off of the market and stuff affect kids. The kids go in the uproar. How could they pull it? And then, why the fuck you just don't buy the game if you like it that much? How many hours you spent in it? Why you just didn't save up your birthday money and buy you a game? He's going fast, but he ain't did nothing to gain them points. Alright, see? He got to do all the extra. Amateur. It's amateur night. just can't drive and drift. Amateur night. You gotta do the swerve shit to get the extra point. Amateur night. Amateur night at the Apollo. You gotta swerve. All that extra shit. But, you know, that's an old technique. I used that technique as a kid to gain the extra points. But, like I was saying, kids can't buy games. So because kids can't buy games, the PlayStation stuff is... PlayStation Plus is worth it for them. They get upset when things get pulled off the PlayStation Plus, off the PlayStation Plus stuff. Stuff like that. Which is why free-to-play games is big. Free-to-play games are the new demo discs. Y'all remember in demo disc? You get a Game Informer. Game Informer come with a demo disc. It's a lot cheaper back then too. A Game Informer was only $5 to $7. But anyway, it's the new model. How we got there, I'm not going to go into right now. All of that. In order to unlock the stuff, unlock the good stuff, or unlock stuff really, you have to buy a battle pass, all this stuff for a free game. You got to remember, it's a free game. The fact that you're paying any money in a free game is already ridiculous. It's free. So, first strike against free-to-play game. Who make free-to-play games? Who should make free-to-play games? And why there should be microtransactions is a different story. Developers who can't afford to develop full-time are the ones that microtransactions and free-to-play model are for. I work 8 hours a day. I develop video games because I'm good at coding and I have great ideas. It's why I developed video games. The problem is, though, so they need somebody to support their game, to help them pay other people, to help them pay their rent, stuff while they create this game full time. That's why it's created, the free-to-play model. A big company such as 2K, such as your Activision with your Call of Duties, your, any game that's just a big company game. They shouldn't have free-to-play games. They just shouldn't. They make millions of dollars a year. There's no reason for them to need a free-to-play model. They're not new developers who don't have the money. They can afford to make a full game and push the product. They're not hoping that one day their product comes up. But, so I'm going to use NBA 2K as an example. They made $640 million last year. Let me see again. How many copies of NBA 2K25 sold last year?
NBA 2K25 sold approximately 11.5 million units by
11 million times 80.
11 million times 80 equals 880 million.
They made $880 million last year. That's at base version. That's not at them selling the game for their $100 price tag. That's just the standard edition. 880 million. Simple math. Don't need to do anything extra, nothing special. 11 million units times $80. $880 million before taxes. That's a lot of fucking money to charge you $4 in game for a fake do-rag. $4 real money for a fake do-rag. Think about that. Why do they have microtransactions? There's no reason anything you get in that game shouldn't be free. They're not hurting for cash. If you're a crackhead, just say you're a crackhead. That's crackhead shit. You're addicted so much that you spending real world money on the fake do-rag so your character look good. It don't make him play better. None of that. Well, technically it shouldn't. But people that spend money in the game have a higher win rate, which means you're paying for the high of winning. Not that you're good. Spending the money, that's how you get the people to get the crack. They're paying for a high. And the high that you're paying for is the high of winning. It's called crack, my friend. It's called a substance addiction. Grown ass man. I was a part of the DARE program. I was a part of the GREAT program, and it worked. Drug awareness, resistance, and education. Addiction isn't just to drugs. When they say that video game, there's a video game addiction out there, they're not lying. They're not lying. Like, it's a difference between a lifestyle versus an addiction. You know, a bartender can serve booze or something and not be an addict. You know, some people are addicted to shit, and they have addictive models in gaming to make people addicted. Now, when you can't put some shit down and you don't want to see the truth because you like it, it's called an addiction. You know? Some people they don't want to believe that 2K, they're addicted to gaming. Like you're an addict. You know? I fuck 2K. I'll never buy another 2K until they until they get rid of microtransactions. I know better. Because of data, so much data everywhere. Like games, my favorite game, I played Apex Legends for 6 years before I quit Apex Legends. You know, first things first, like the battle pass was worth it. At one point, the battle pass was worth it for me. I put so much hours into the game, so much time in the game. A battle pass to unlock the extra goodies. Cool. I could make the money back, plus a little bit more from a battle pass. If I complete my battle pass and I don't spend my coins, I could repurchase a battle pass with about maybe 50 coins extra or something like that. It's not enough to buy anything, but over time those 50 coins add up. But I could re-buy a battle pass next season just by completing the battle pass. That's not a bad business model. But what I notice is people who spend more money, they have a higher win rate, which is making the game pay to win. None of the people who are in their top slots are just normal people. They have a large fan base and they have people financially backing them. Now that data is what makes the game unplayable. Ain't no point in me putting my effort trying to win, which I'm actually pretty good. I'm not bad, because compared to the normal person that haven't put in time and effort in the game but still play first-person shooters, like you put a Fortnite player in Apex Legends, they should be able to handle themselves. You put a Call of Duty player in Apex Legends, they should be able to walk, at least. Might not be able to run, they should be able to walk. Versus somebody who's been there a while. So when I had that test, my neighbor, friend, he played Fortnite a lot. Call of Duty Go, CSGO, I think that's what it's called. No, whatever. Yeah, Call of Duty Go, Call of Duty Mobile. I'm like, cool, you should be able to be a good partner. It was severely lacking at the level that I needed. But just wasn't the greatest. So, red flag, when I've been playing for 6 years, and I can literally tell when they separate and when I'm getting cheated because of a paywall. Because I'm not paying to win shit. That's like paying for pussy. Sorry, ma'am. I'm pretty sure there's a desperate lady out here that will give me some pussy. I'm not paying for pussy. Pussy is one of the most abundant things on this planet.
Racer here, dispatch.
I am not paying for no pussy. You know? So paying for a win, I'm not paying for a win. Then there's people who win rates go up because they pay for extra skins and extra coins. So their win rate go up. Because their win rate go up, they want to chase that high. So they pay more money. They pay more money. They pay more money. Now you're an addict. Because you're chasing a high. The high is winning. It's no longer any skills when a person can shoot you 10 million times and you get a damage buff, or I call it a protection thing. You're protected because you just paid $20. You just paid $40. Just paid $60. And a person that paid money, they like, I better win as much money as I just paid. That's the attitude. Because that's people's attitude, they let you win. Because they want you to pay again and again. Now you're a crackhead. Because you can't not pay because you don't want to face the fact that you're not good. Don't pay for, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? We're going to see if that girl call you back. She is not going to call you back. And now you scratching fiending looking for that win. Then you keep getting your ass kicked by people that's paying. Because that was your crowd. They're going to keep you around your crowd, the people that were paying. Big bang take little bang. That's all it is. They might put you in a few lobbies where you could get a few easy kills, a few easy wins, because you still put it in bank. You ever caught somebody? People that just play the game will understand. Snuck up behind somebody, you shoot the shit out of them, then they turn around and kill you like they 007 in the intro. They ask the same question. How? If I snuck up behind them and shot them first? It's not you. That person paid. Same thing with 2K. You get a slider boost. I want to call it a slider boost. I can't exactly tell you what it is. But you get a slider boost when you pay. That's why it's like you seem to win a little bit more. I don't know what it is about that do-rag for my player. That $4 do-rag, I've been on a winning streak. You get a slider boost. That don't mean that you're good. This is what I mean by they create addicts, put them in a delusional state. Then in order to chase the high, they got to pay more money. No, just not good. Half the people can't play basketball. Motherfuckers don't know what a box out is. They don't know nothing about body placement. They don't know none of that shit. How the fuck your center don't know what a box out is? They play two different matches. You know, there's the hold the L2 button method where it feel like there's contact with no contact. So they're playing the pretend contact. And then they believe they could just run through people and shit because none of that shit matter. So I paid my money, so I better win. It's just real shit. Won't get my money. Battle passes are iffy. A game like Fortnite could get some money out of me. But it's because I don't main Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite enough to complete a battle pass. To invest in a battle pass, not just money, but time. A lot of parents don't even know that if your kid complete their battle pass, they make enough money to buy another battle pass. Every time they keep buying their kids battle passes. But you shouldn't have to. It's iffy. I'm gonna take that one double-edged sword. Because first of all, your kid needs to play enough to be able to complete a battle pass. Some kids can only play on weekends. There are tips and tricks to help you. Like there's some modes that let you XP farm to go through a battle pass faster. So grain of salt, double-edged sword. You know, parent household might be like, you could only play on the weekends and stuff like that. So they may not have enough time to even complete a battle pass. So double-edged sword on that. But if they live in a household where they could just game after school or after they're done with their homework every day, they can complete a battle pass. And they make their money back to buy another battle pass. You know? So Fortnite, like I said, it get money out of me because I don't grind the battle pass in Fortnite. I don't play enough. So when I get there, I want to be like, ooh, that's cool. I'll take that. You know, I eat that little money because I like that. Or I'll buy a battle pass and grind through a battle pass if I see a sword I like. I'm a sword collector. In Fortnite, I'm a sword collector. So if I see a good sword on the battle pass, ooh, I'll buy me a battle pass, unlock everything, and grind it out just to get the sword. But again, like I said, certain games, Fortnite's one of those games where I don't put enough time into, but they do have cool shit. Apex Legends is a game that I put time into. There's no reason, like I said, I could complete a battle pass. So I played for 6 years. 5 years, I worked off of $120. $20 initially in season 3 because I didn't buy the first battle pass. That $20 got me through 6 years, 5, 6 years. And then I accidentally gifted my daughter my battle pass that I had lined up, so I had to buy another one. But off of a $20 initial investment, I played that game continuously, buying battle pass after battle pass off of $120 investment. Because that's all it takes, the ability to complete a battle pass. And then they tried to split the battle pass because they like, nah, fuck that shit. You're not paying enough money. Inflation, bitch. Like, inflation? Fuck that battle pass. Fuck this game. Fuck all that shit. There's no way I should be buying the battle pass 2 times a season. Predatory. They're called apex predators for a reason. You know, Apex has a more mature fan base, so they're trying to see how far they could push it. When I say more mature, they have their average gamer is definitely probably over 25. Anyone under 25 is at Fortnite or Marvel Rivals, if not Call of Duty. So they want to push it and see how much they could get away with. Pushed it too far. But Respawn Entertainment is a company that's iffy. They were iffy. I take it back. Titanfall's great games, solid games, but they didn't have a big outing. So by the time Apex Legends rolled around, even though they had a solid game, a solid concept, they were still in that relatively unknown, lane. Their breakout game was Star Wars Fallen Order because it's Disney. Disney brings the money. Disney brings the fan. Everybody know who the fuck Respawn Entertainment was after that game. So they can't say we're just a humble little game company. No, 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 no. You got Disney money now. Miss me with that bullshit. You got Disney fans. They come with fans, they come with money, and their fans are going to spend also. It's a solid game, too. Solid as fuck. Just right now, because of the way Respawn is their business model, I won't buy the next one. Bad business. That's why I haven't played the second one yet. I beat the first one. Pretty good game. Fucking epic. Oh my lord. When Vader came in at the end, And it was like, oh shit, son. Oh no, no. Oh, it's Vader. Son of a bitch. Vader makes an entrance because Disney can write. All they had to do was deliver on the gameplay. And they did. Like, oh no, 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 no. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. You thought you was a badass just now. And then because I stream, I don't play with the music because I don't need my shit copywritten. You know what I mean? You buy somebody else. I don't need somebody else to try to take my shit. So the surprise of Vader, there was no audio cue. There was just Vader coming through, killing the motherfucker. Great game. But I won't buy another Respawn game right now until they change Apex Legends. Or they change their business model for free-to-play games. It's a development team from Respawn that just developed a new free-to-play game. I'll never play it. And it looked good as fuck. And I know it's going to be solid. I'll never play it because of business practice. So you guys, you got to stand for something. Stand for fucking something. Or they're going to keep fucking you in the ass. No Vaseline. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be back. $4 for a fucking do-rag. In a game that made $880 million last year. They got the nerve to charge you $4 for an in-game do-rag. They made $880 million. $880 million. They ain't got no money. They strapped for cash. They got to charge you microtransactions. $880 fucking million. Let that number resonate in your brain. 880 million. $880 million. And let's say we be generous. Now we cut it in half because like maybe those people bought it at half price. That's still $440 million. Not 4 million. You know, not 40 million. $440 million at half price. And it's okay for them to sell that shit. For them to charge microtransactions. Fuck that. Gaming is life. Not gonna have none of that dick shrinking poison in my community. None of that dick shrinking poison in my eye. This fucking bullshit. There's a difference between being in control of your car. Speed don't mean you're in control. Come on, hold it. See, I knew I hit that corner a little too hard. All that dick stricken poison is not gonna be in my community. What the fuck? Somebody sound like they need help. What the fuck? Wasn't it? I switched over to this side. I have to go to the middle. Over, buddy. You get shrimp and poison in the community. Free games are supposed to be free to play games for big companies are supposed to be like mixtapes. A gem they drop just to be like, keep us in mind. From a big company. They not small artists trying to get on in the mixtape scene. That's why it's okay for a small artist to sell mixtapes. It's not okay for a big artist to sell mixtapes. Say I shouldn't be going that bad. Bugatti got ups. Got ahead of myself just now. I don't care about the next person. I'm here to make sure I race the course properly. I don't give a fuck about the next person. That's just where I'm at in life. Nothing they do with my business. Ain't got nothing to do with me scratching my Bugatti. I'll tell you a secret. I don't want to scratch my Bugatti. It was a day where bragging rights and games were worth it. Now it's just big bang take little bang. I'm cool. $20 difference in players. I'm not sitting here smoking weed. Do I smoke weed? Sure. But do I need to smoke weed? Do I need to smoke weed to enjoy myself? No. I'm not one of them people. I really I ain't gonna say I gave up on weed, but I don't smoke weed like I used to. You know, some people that need to smoke weed. I don't care to. I don't care to drink like that. I don't care to drink like that. You know, just ain't for me. I definitely don't drink. If I go out, I might have a margarita. Margarita's my safe drink. Again, there is at some point you got to admit that you got a problem. To say that you can't drink, I could drink as an adult. Nothing wrong with me having a drink. Say that I can't smoke weed, I can smoke weed as an adult. Nothing wrong with smoking weed. But when you need a drink every day, when you need to smoke weed every day, you might as well put the crack pipe to your mouth. That's why, like right now, I'm on the caffeine, and no caffeine, no pop, no water. I mean, no pop, no juice. Not juice. Fuck you call that shit coffee? Because I don't want to be one of them people. I haven't had my coffee today. Don't talk to me. You know what I mean? I don't want to be one of them people today. I want to be one of the people ever. You need something. You know? I don't need a game system. I prefer a game system over people. Being honest. Some people need that. They feel like they need that shit. That's an addiction. You know? Do I need? Need is a big word. That's a big word. People that can't go out, that can't do anything without drinking. It's some people that can't sit in their own house. They need to go somewhere. No need for speed. No, it's a driving game. I get it. It's not a racing game anymore. It's a driving game. And there's nothing wrong with it being a driving game. I used to be one of those racing stripe kids. Put racing stripes on your car, and you try to make it line up with the road. See how long you could hold it. I was one of them kids. You evolve with gaming. You gotta evolve as you get older, you mature. To know that sometimes, most times, the arcade mode is better. To be competitive, it's a more competitive ground. That's maturing. For the most part, like driving games, simulation driving is fun. It's a little bit more fun when you got a steering wheel. You know, it's better for the steering wheels because it's a simulation of that car, that physics for the car and the way it's balanced, things like that. But to understand how to make a car an arcade game, like this game is it's a mix between arcade and simulation. It's a driving game. It's up to the driver to be able to pull out the simulation of the game. It's your driving skill. Thought they were reversing just now. Simulation racers, they try to be as accurate to simulate how that car feels, how it moves, versus an arcade racer. You know, arcade racer is your cruising worlds. You know, Need for Speed falls in there, Midnight Club falls in there, Gran Turismo, maybe Forza. Like, you could play it like it's an arcade game, you know, because you don't know any better. But when you know better, you know better. Blowing my nose, got there, I should have did it. Say it's a difference between, you know, God bless fools and babies. When you know better, you do better, and you practice better to be better. Some people don't get it. Ah, son of a bitch. I hate this corner. This little corner and that bridge. Ah, I hate those two. It's not an easy corner to fucking come around. This bridge right here, because it narrows, so you know that shit not easy to fucking come around. No matter how many times I do it, it's just not easy to come around. I don't know what you're talking about. Came down there a little loose. Nah. No, I don't drink like that. I'm 21. I'm not 25. I stopped drinking really around 26, 27. When I say drinking, first of all, if I'm not posted for the night, when I say posted, like I know I'm not going anywhere tonight, I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking like that. I'll have a drink, but I'm like, nah, I got to get home. So I'm not drinking. But if I know I could crash for the night, who else staying? I'm gonna get everybody drunk drunk as a skunk. Like, for the record, can I stay? If I can't stay, am I driving? I ain't driving. Give me my throw up bucket. But I'm not really a drinker. It ain't got nothing to do with the money. It's to feel the different. That's why I'm doing one race. It's the different cars. They all feel different. They all handle different. So it's just to drive the different cars on the same track to see which one handles better, which one feels better on the track, stuff like that. That's why I'm only racing one track. It ain't about the money. This game give you all the money you need in order to buy what you want, have some fun. This is really a good game. When it comes down to gaming, it's a good game. So far, the story, I don't really play the story. I don't like the way the story's set up. The story's set up a little stupid. I'll go to the story mode to show you what I mean in a moment. As to why it feels stupid. This is the Beehive. Real Bumblebee. But this is actually a good game. They need me to help them out a little bit with DLC and how to make extra money. I gave my ideas. I'm hoping, they give me some money and help me out. But it's a solid game. Solid driving game. I haven't played the story enough to say good racing mechanics. Because there is a skill gap difference. Everybody got to understand. There is a skill gap difference. Mario Kart is good at trying to bridge the skill gap. That's why a Mario Kart game, unless you're just playing against a toddler, it always feels close no matter what. They're good at keeping the pack together so nobody feels like they're just being completely blown out the water. And it's how do you have something like that in a game like this in order to not make a person feel cheated, but at the same time give the lesser skilled player time, the opportunity to catch up. And for me, the answer was traffic. The further you are ahead of a person, the more traffic comes your way to slow you down. The closer you two are together, the clearer the road is. It's that simple. So if me and a person, we right here, we neck and neck, like no traffic, right? For the most part. Might be a car or two. You would just hope that the car or two that come up ain't in your lane. Like force somebody to make a move. But if I'm 100 meters or something, I don't know, I can't really tell you. 100 yards ahead of somebody, I got a football field in between me and a person. Traffic should start to pick up a little bit on me, force me to switch lane, slow down, things like that, where it takes precision driving to maintain the distance versus just holding down the go button. Right. So that way, you can still work on your skills while being ahead, which again, precision driving, reaction timing, decision making. And behind you, the person, they don't have that traffic because they're allowed to play catch up just to keep it close. I just think it'd be bullshit if you did something like all the lanes are blocked type shit. That's just bullshit. But I think that should be the next mechanic, because you don't want to discourage players, but you also want to reward players for being skilled. You don't want a person to be like, come on, man, this ain't nowhere near close. Why you bullshitting like that? So many times I done played 2K and I know it's bullshit. Like, this ain't nowhere near close. But hand holding. That's what I mean by hand holding. Games, they want to hold people's hands, walk them through it, and then those that pay, they want to hold their dicks. Oh, let me hold your dick for you. Give us some more money. You know what I mean? It's just some people don't get it. It's okay to live in a fantasy world, but it's not okay to be delusional. After this, I'm gonna play some Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I re-downloaded it. It's been ready since I started. Like I said, I deleted 2K. I re-downloaded that. The fuck 2K. So I got a story arc I'm working on in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. The story arc is it's a future Trunks story arc. Um, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is an ass game. I would like to start by saying that. It's not a bad game, but it's ass. Um, why is it ass? First of all, it can't be a traditional fighting game because it's not balanced. It goes back to what I say about 2K, shit like that make it ass. Right? It's the same as 2K simulations bullshit. Goku's strongest. Ain't nobody stronger than Goku. They give you the health bar, the power, and stuff, etc. To be like, nobody could beat Goku. So every good match is Goku versus Goku. It's trash. When the only good fights that you'll see is Goku versus Goku. How can it be good? So it's not a traditional fighting game. For the record, I just want to throw that out there. It's ass because of that. But for all, to be devil's advocate, the creator of the game said it's not a fighting game. People didn't want to hear it. Like, it looks like a fighting game to me. It walks like a fighting game. It talks like a fighting game. It's a fighting game. It's not a fighting game. It is the ultimate fan fiction created. That's what it really is. So that's what I've been using it for. So like the history of Trump, I got a version of the Trunks universe. It's a fan fiction created. That's what it is. It's really a fan fiction creator. They just knew if they call it a fan fiction creator, people wouldn't really buy it. So that's what I've been doing, creating fan fiction. I'm doing a Trunks story arc in my universe. It's called Dragon Ball Universe. You know, and it's so much I want. Every time I think about it, it's just it's Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, people. It's not Dragon Ball Z. It's not Dragon Ball Super. It's nothing that you know of in the Dragon Ball universe. So the fact that you think that Goku's the strongest, Beerus is the strongest, that's ego, and it's not really. It don't make it facts because it's in a separate universe. It's in the Dragon Ball Sparking universe. You know, we ain't never been in this universe. Anyway, back to my fan fiction creator. I'm creating a fan fiction of Future Trunks. It's called Dragon Ball Universe Future Trunks. Androids. Fucking androids. We start off by seeing Trunks fighting two androids from the future. These androids were created by Dr. Gero with one order in mind. Kill Son Goku. These two androids is Metal Cooler and Cyborg Frieza, or Robot Frieza. What is he called? Mecha Frieza. And they have already killed Goku, Gohan, Piccolo, and Friend. So we're going through that story arc. And Trunks, he manages to escape. Bulma creates a time machine, sending Trunks not into time, but into time, but little knowing it's not a time machine, it's a universe machine. Sending him into parallel universes. So, in true Future Flash hijinks, Trunks himself Future Trunks' first stop where he comes across a version of Gohan. In this universe, the Saiyans, the Namekians, and the Frieza Force all work together to keep the world and the universe at peace. Gohan, aka the Great Saiyan Man, is one of those in the army, the military, that works for the Frieza Force. But anyway, his next stop, he runs into another time-traveling Saiyan. This time-traveling Saiyan is Bardock. He helps Bardock out because Bardock, again, being transported to another universe, ends up in a demon realm. It's getting chased by fucking demons. a little help from Trunks. They escape into another time period, another universe. They get their first time machine or world machine upgrade because I got a whole little thing going, and that upgrade allows them. It helps them understand how it works. See, the problem was they kept getting stuck. Trunks kept getting stuck in different universes for a second because he got to wait for it to charge up. He didn't know how to charge it properly. So they went to the smartest person they know, Boma. Every universe they hit has a Boma in it because the universe machine is signature to Boma's signature. There's a Boma in every universe that they went to. Why? Because she created the time machine. She's smart enough to read her own notes, even if she don't have the resources. So anyway, they upgrade the time machine, they make it bigger, and they learn how to charge it. You charge it by putting it back in the capsule and using your key to charge it up. Ah, ding, aha, it's done. So they jump into the next time frame. Who do they run into next? They run into, it's Vegito or Gogeta. In this universe, it's just a character. It's not a result of fusion. He's just a real person. At the same time, I'm telling a parallel story of how Gohan lost his arm and how the Saiyan, the story of the first Super Saiyan, and how the Namekians and the Earthlings, along with our Saiyans, our Saiyans freed the Namekians from under the rule of Frieza. It's actually pretty good because we jump in here and there to get it done. You see, Frieza, he rules over the Namekians. He sells off Namekians and stuff, kind of like slaves and things like this. Why? Because if you control the Namekians, you control the Dragon Balls. So he sells off Namekians as a workforce, and if you spend enough money with him, he'll sell you a Namekian who can make you Dragon Balls. The Namekians, before Frieza took over, when they were in a war with Frieza, they created a limitation on the dragon that you can't wish for immortality. That's why Frieza's not immortal. So immortality is off the table. Our Boma, being rich as fuck, in pure Schindler List fashion, she was buying Namekians. They finally bought enough Namekians to get a sit down with Frieza. Their plan is organize a sit down with Frieza. Vegeta and Goku learn the fusion technique. So their universe has a version of Vegito. I'll figure out which one it is when I get back there. They have a version. So Trunks and Gohan, they're supposed to fight Captain Ginyu and Zarbon. Vegeta and Goku are supposed to fight Frieza and then fuse in order to beat Frieza. But Frieza was onto their little plan. Frieza sent Zarbon, Goku, and Vegeta to go handle some Namekians. All while he monologued while they were gone. I noticed the Namekians seem to get riled up when you guys come along. At first I thought it was this guy, the Namekian elder. Boom, blow him up. But it's not that guy. It's you fuckers. You give the Namekian hopes. And I can't have the Namekian having hope. So Gohan and Trunks are in a fight for their lives with Frieza right now. This is how Gohan loses his arm. You know? And then Goku and Vegeta comes, they save him, and they fight, then they fuse, and then Frieza pulls out his golden form. Bow, bitches! Well, actually, he pulled out his golden form before. Bow, bitches! So now, they're fighting, right? They pushing Gogeta to the limit, and Vegeta, whichever one it is the first Super Saiyan. The Saiyans knew nothing of Super Saiyan before. He was pushed, and boom, Super Saiyan. After he defeats Frieza, I haven't got this far in the story yet, but after they defeat Frieza, you know, that's when the Saiyans learn how to go Super Saiyan, now that they know it's a thing. But back to Trunks' timeline, that's in Trunks' past. That's before Gohan lost his arm, before Gohan died, before Vegeta died, before Goku died, before Piccolo died. That's before that shit, before we started our show. Trunks is going around looking for Goku. We need Goku. We need help. We need fucking help. He gets his Saiyan team together. It's going to be Trunks, Bardock, Gogeta, Vegito, and fuck. Broly, I think. But I'll be back. I gotta poop. Actually, I'll be back with Sparking Zero.